I am enough. I am choosing to let go of all the pain, the heartbreak, and the grudges. I am letting myself off the hook. I am choosing myself now and forever. And going forward, I choose to understand that no is a complete statement. Our past makes us our today. It makes us who we are. It gives us trajectory of how far we have come. But what happens when the past is painful, agonizing, and we keep wishing it didn't happen because maybe, just maybe, our life could have been different, even made better than it is, or we wouldn't be struggling emotionally as we are. What happens if we are so glued to that past, even though deep down we know that we can and could move on from the pain, but we just can't forget it because we feel we owe someone an explanation, or maybe we feel that it was so unfair for such a thing to happen to us. We now feel stuck in the past because we are so attached to it, and every time we go back to the past and relive the pain, it is so painful. It feels so painful as it was the first time. It is a never ending cycle, and we want to move past it. We are here together to detach from the pain so we can live a life of freedom. There are things I did, and I hope they will benefit you too. Accept your situation and don't fight it at all. Accept that you lost a parent at a young age. Accept that you lost that child, that you couldn't make him or her happy enough, and your partner left. Accept that you weren't there enough emotionally for your children as a parent, and although you did your best, but they couldn't see that. Accept it. Accept that you are not a listening teenager and you messed up your life, and here you are. Accept you dated that person in your marriage and your marriage ended up breaking up because of that. Accept that your parents separated. As painful as it may seem, accept it. Also, these feelings are justified. You accepting your situation doesn't mean that you're forgetting, or it doesn't mean that you're rubbing it off. No, because it's real and it happened. It also doesn't mean that you are justifying the other person who caused you the pain. No, the pain is always there. The pain is there, and that's happened, and you felt so bad. Those feelings are justified. We are not forgetting, neither are we rubbing those feelings off. We are just accepting. This is the first step towards your detachment. Accepting gives your brain that awakening that, oh, this really happened to me. And that's wow, I really cannot change my past. It happened, it is what it is. And so it happened that way, and now I am regretting. I wish it never happened that way. I wish things could have been another way. Maybe my life could have been better. Maybe I would be happy. Maybe I wouldn't be where I am now financially. But you know what? We are now accepting it. We are accepting that it happened because it did. Realize that you have all the power to control your life. And those people who are responsible for your pain, those people who you know were so unfair to you, have probably already forgotten about what they did to you. There is something you read in a book, and it said, the person who does something bad to you forgets after they accomplish it. They don't remember it every day as you remember the pain they caused. They just move on at a snap, and they just don't care. Now, would you really have all your life regretting and wishing someone didn't do something that they have long time forgotten? It took me 9 years of my life, 9 years, to realize that I have all the power and I shouldn't give someone else the power of how I should feel, who isn't bothered at all about what she did. And I also told myself that I am forgiving myself for the time I always cried over this matter. I know without it, my life growing up would have been a whole different package. But you know what? I still am going to create that package afresh. And so you can. So realize and remember always that the people who caused you the pain have already forgotten about it. And you should not spend the rest of your life worrying and reliving that pain. This is related to number three. I found a way to bring myself back to reality every time I felt like my emotions are about to drag me back to that particular time of pain and betrayal in my life. I just whisper to myself these words. She has probably forgotten what she did to me. I choose to be free of that pain and I take my power back. And after these words, my brain wakes up and I come back to my reality. I hope you practice this. Form yourself an awakening line too. You can say something like, I am grateful for the chance of life that I had with you when you are here. If, for example, maybe you lost a child, and then that will bring you back to life. It will bring you back to your reality, like your present. Yeah? It will bring you back to your present. Or you can say something like, I choose to live my life now. There's nothing I could have done to avoid the separation of my parents. They know better. That will bring you back to reality. At the same time, your brain will be like accepting what happened, and it will also bring you back to reality because our brains are wired to keep us safe. They will always want you to go back to because it is easier to be comfortable. It is easier to be in the same situation than pushing yourself out of it. You get me? It is easier to sit there and cry and feel the pain so deep and feel sorry for yourself. And now you cannot let go of this pain. You're so attached to this situation. It is easier that way than getting up and being sober and telling yourself that you really have there's nothing much I could do to avoid that from happening. Or even if I could have done something, but I did not do it. So I choose right now to be grateful for the time we had together, or I choose to be grateful for raising the kids the way I did. I choose to be grateful for the time I had with her as much as we separated or as much as we broke up. You see, the betrayal and the heartbreak can hit so hard, but you can say, I choose to live my life now and let it go. I am not going back to that pain. Learn your brain, train your brain, and trust me, I did it and you can do it right away. That's the power that you have in yourself. Going forward, give yourself a gift of mastering to say no. This is when someone is responsible for your pain. Say no to those emotions of reliving the past. Say no to those people who caused the pain. If it's a grudge you have to go on, talk to him in whichever way you would like to. Be with him. Say all of awful words you want to tell him. God will patiently listen to you. Now this is the whole video. For now, those boundaries, guard your heart and mind. The world needs you. Take your power back and protect your life. My name is Caroline and thank you so much for watching. Like the video and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. Go practice and live a life of freedom. I love you. Most importantly, you're a beautiful soul inside my heart. Bye.